a great deal of interest in the Taoiseach's broadcast because we haven't had a broadcast like that for a long time. But my sense is that people are not going to be paying so much attention to the content, as it were, insofar as I would say that they kind of know that the detail is going to be in the budget. So they're not going to be looking for, facts, put it that way. But I do think what they will be looking for is the emotional tone.
I think it's very important that if we're going to have the Taoiseach say something that people are going to resonate with, he has to speak positive as well as realistic. So clearly we're going through a very awful time right now, and that'll be reflected in whatever he has to say. But it's very important that he accentuate the positive. He talks about an Ireland of the future, and I think he should be reiterating the policies of his own party in the last election. He should be stressing a project of renewal, a stress on how Ireland could be in the future when we get out of this mess.
I would like him to say something around the fact, along what his guiding vision would be, and I'd like his guiding vision to include issues around building a society where human rights are respected, where human dignity is protected, where human development is promoted, and where the environment is respected and protected. I'd like him to point out, for example, that the common good underpins his vision of the future, and I'd like him to in practice then spell out what that would mean, that Ireland in 10 years from now would be a country where every man, woman and child would have the income and the resources required to live life with dignity.
They will be looking to the Taoiseach. I think the whole purpose of this should be to provide some framework of meaning for people. In other words, what people I think are looking for is they want to know what, as it were, is at the end of this whole process for us. I think that human beings have an extraordinary capacity to adapt to almost anything and to put up with any amount of suffering and adversity, and God knows there's enough of it, and we have another 3 years to go. But I think what they are absolutely unable to tolerate is meaningless suffering. In other words, stuff happening to you, things that are going to make a huge difference to your life in a really adverse way, and at the end of it there's no point. So I think what people are looking for more than anything is the sense that at the end of this extremely painful process that there will actually be a good outcome. Now it doesn't, as it were, make the immediate pain of all the cuts that I'm absolutely certain are coming, it doesn't make them less, as it were, but it puts them into a different context.
I think the worst case scenario is people just don't take him seriously. I think the best he can hope for out of this is that people actually, well, I'd say it's pushing it to say that people feel inspired, but at least people see that there is light at the end of this tunnel, potentially, that he has a plan, that he actually does have some ideas.